Caitlin Guess up in the apex of turns 1 and 2, coming up lame. That car is a little bit difficult to see through the dust, so Wayne Dotson.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. I didn't even see it, and I was looking over there.
Getting on the binders and able to steer clear of the 14. Caitlin Guess. You can hear the engines revving as it sounds like somebody may be getting a little bit warm. I hope that is not our leader of Wayne Dotson in the 74.
It sounds like Wayne or Coots.
I believe it is Wayne Dotson trying to get that engine to cool down. So that might be something to consider. Wayne Dotson in the 74 machine, your leader, led all 15 laps so far in this A main event. Trying to pick up the guitar for the 34th annual Budweiser Nationals.
Yeah, it also sounded like the 3 machine of Brandon Radcliffe was over there revving motor as well. All right, James Coots was the one that they were saying revving motor, trying to get it to cool off. We've known James a couple times after races. Everybody makes that right turn into the pits, and he makes the left turn over to the water truck. So I wouldn't doubt it. Wayne Dotson's the same way. He did that in the heat race today. So I wouldn't doubt it that either one of those cars, revving it up and trying to get those cars to cool down.
Here you can see they have Caitlin Guess on the hook. Will be making their way back to the pit area. And once we get these cars cleared, we have 5 laps to go. So it'll be a 5-lap shootout to see who will take home the hardware for the Budweiser National American Stock A main event. We're getting the one to go this time by.
Now we're going to go single file restart because we have 5 laps or less. Am I correct when I say that?
You are correct, Corey. Single file restart. So now Dakota Brown might have that opportunity at the slide job in turns 1 and 2.
This will be very interesting.
And I believe with the way this is going to be set up, with Dakota Brown in second, Wayne Dotson up front, Wayne's going to know what Dakota's going to do. James Coots can capitalize on this because he's loving that high side this whole time. If those two play cat and mouse up front, Coots can capitalize on that, or Justin Jackson in the 4J can capitalize on it as well. We've seen, first, second, and third be handed to people that weren't up there.
Here we go out of turn 4, green flag.
Wayne Dotson leads him down into turns 1 and 2. Here comes that slide job as promised from the 15D of Dakota Brown. They get it door to door.
Heavy contact out of turn 2, and Dotson hangs on for the lead.
Wayne Dotson keeps the hammer down in that machine and drives away from the 15 of Dakota Brown.
Dakota Brown tried to make the move on Wayne Dotson in turns 1 and 2. Can't quite make it stick. The 23cc coming up slow off down on the front straightaway. No harm, no foul. James Coots gets to the backside of the 15D of Dakota Brown in turns 3 and 4.
Robert Guess in 70. Whoa, Mark McCaslin doing a little wall ride there in the 55 machine as well.
Oh, Dakota Brown jumping the cushion in turns 1 and 2. Up into the fence he goes. That allows the 38cc of James Coots to his inside. Now gets right back behind him in turns 3 and 4.
They're battling for second as Wayne Dotson is checked out on the field. As long as we stay green, it's going to be tough to catch that man with only less than 2 laps left.
White flag this time off of turn number 4 for your leader. Driver of the number 74, the Ethan Dotson Racing number 74 of Wayne Dotson takes the white flag one more time around.
Wayne Dotson leading the way. Dakota Brown, James Coots battling it out. Justin Jackson and Brock Crawford. That's your top 5. Mark McCaslin up there against the wall again, coming out of turn 4 with someone spinning in front of him. It's going to be your winner, Wayne Dotson in the 74.
Wayne Dotson picking up the first A main event victory in 2019 for the 34th running of the Budweiser Nationals. He's going to take home the hardware. And the number 2 spot is going to be Dakota Brown in the 15D, and finishing on the podium in top 3 is the 38cc of James Coots. And
some great racing there in the closing laps. I mean, when you called it just like that into turn 1, Dakota Brown knew that was his shot to make the move for the top spot. It didn't happen as they made door-to-door contact through turns 1 and 2. Dotson came out on top and drove away from him and stretched it out about 10 car lengths at the stripe.
Yes, Wayne Dotson had the advantage off of turn number 2 each and every time, but that time almost got stuck from the 15D. Dakota Brown just couldn't quite clear coming off of turn number 2, and that's just going to give the win to the 74 of Wayne Dotson.
He did what he had to do, and I don't think it's going to be something that's going to upset Wayne Dotson. Wayne Dotson is a race car driver. He understands how this game is played, and I think he'll know, hey, you know what, that was just racing. It wasn't intentional. You can't ask for anything better than that as a race fan to see that.
Yeah, there was nobody popped a tire. There was no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm down here in the Salty's Barbecue Bakersfield Speedway victory lane with the main event winner, none other than Wayne Dotson in the 74 machine. Congratulations, man. You got a guitar.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank the racetrack. Thank the Schweitzers. My son Ethan, Levi Kiefer, been helping me all week. Chris Glenn come from Iowa to help us. My wife, my daughter Miranda. Bubba's been down there helping us. Rick Diaz, Farron Diaz. Just all the guys that helped me out.
All right. Well, that's one guitar tonight. You think the family can bring home another one?
Oh, I think my son might have a shot at it.
All right. Give it up for your winner of the Bang Energy Drink American Stocks, Wayne Dotson in the 74. Back up to you guys in the booth.
So John Wayne says, my son may have a shot. I'm going to say he's got a real shot to win this, given he just bested the best field in modified racing at the Boone Super Nationals. This kid is a real talent. We're going to see how it shakes down here in the modified ranks coming up pretty soon, but I'd say it's better than just a shot to win this.
Yes, that was a very modest statement from Wayne Dotson to say that he might have a shot. The kid is unbelievable in that modified, like you said, winning the Super Nationals in Boone, Iowa. And it looks like with his redraw, let's see if I can bring up where he'll start. He's going to start inside row number 3. So it looks like he will not have to come very far in that 175 machine. So he definitely has a shot to pick up the big-time trophy here for the Bud Nationals.
I don't think it'll be his first. If he should win it, he's won this a couple times. The Dawson family, very prominent here at Bakersfield Speedway. Great supporters of this facility. With, Golden Empire, bringing out the tow trucks tonight to help out. Very, very much appreciate that here. And just a great, great group of people. A lot of fun to get down there and talk with. And you guys, race fans, after the races, make your way out here to the pits. Come out and meet your favorite drivers. Hang out, see what they do. And it's a lot of fun down there after the races, I'll promise you that.
Yes, a lot of fun. There might be a few extracurricular activities going down in the pits, as this is a 2-night show. So a lot of these guys sticking around, staying the night here at the track. You'll see a lot of campers out there. They'll be down there barbecuing, hanging out. I know my Smith family will be down there. The Skinny's Automotive crew, all those guys down there with the Johnson Racing family. They're going to be racing tomorrow night in the Street Stock division. The 3D of Chris Smith and the 250 of Ryan Smith. They're going to be out there getting things done in that Street Stock division. It's going to be very, very good night of racing in night number 2.
I just walked up from the track. That's what came off of the inside part of the track. Feel that.
Hey, that's a nice piece of clay right there. There's a lot of moisture down there in that lower groove. Yeah, that right there, a guy can get a hold of that and really use that to his advantage.
Nice and cold, nice and tacky still. And I pulled that probably 5 foot up from the gutter.
There's still a lot of racetrack there with the weather being perfect here in Bakersfield, California. It sets up for prime racing conditions for our next A main event. Our next A main event out of the chute is our Slingin' Dirt Mod Lights. And our lineup will look like this in row number 11. From Chandler, Arizona, the 97 of Steve Bender. Outside row number 10 from Phoenix, Arizona, the 88 of Mike Fay. Inside of Fay from Bakersfield, California, the 68 of Caden McCaslin. Outside row number 9 from Bakersfield, the 1 of Kylie Forrester. Inside of Kylie Forrester in the 2, Jacob the Duke Carey. Outside row number 8 from Bakersfield, the 24C of Kenny Cochran. Inside of Kenny Cochran from Bakersfield, the 71 of Candy Varney. Outside row number 7 from Mesa, Arizona, Colin Bender. Inside of Bender from Bakersfield, the 48 of Colby Lewis. Outside row number 6 from Mesa, Arizona, the 94 of Brandy Myers. Inside of Myers from Moore Park, California, the 29 of Philip Barrow. Outside row number 5, the 17 of Tim Varney. Inside of Varney in the 4 machine, Anthony Balcazar. Outside row number 4 from Bakersfield, California, the 12 of Jeff Thompson. Inside of Thompson, also from Bakersfield, driver of the number 78, Roy Maynard Jr. Outside row number 3, starting 6th in the 40X from Henderson, Nevada, the 40X of Derek Rossi. Inside of Rossi from Mesa, Arizona, the 52 of Brandon Priest. Outside row number 2 from Phoenix, Arizona, the 114 of Sean Conyers. Inside of Conyers, the 14D of Hollywood, J.D. Brown. Outside row number 1, the godfather of Mod Lights, the Joker chassis number 11 of Zach Forrester. And on the point from Bakersfield, California, he was your 2019 track champion right here at the Bakersfield Speedway, the 23K of Caden Cochran. That is your lineup. 21 cars going 20 laps for this A main event to see who will take home the hardware for the Sling and Dirt Mod Light Division right here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Your front row, Caden Cochran and Zach Forrester. They are looking to gap the field and race for the win. Right behind them, Hollywood, J.D. Brown and Sean Conyers. Sean Conyers making the trip from Phoenix, Arizona in the 114. The lineup is good. We're going to get the one to go this time by off of turn number 4. Our Bakersfield Speedway Elite signs pace truck will make his way off of the racing surface. Lights will go out. And it'll be Caden Cochran and Zach Forrester setting the pace for this A main event. Once again, 21 cars, 20 laps. Problems for Lewis on the back straightaway in the 48. Green flags in the air. We're underway with our Sling and Dirt Mod Light A main event for the 34th annual Budweiser Nationals right here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Out front early is the 23K of Caden Cochran, getting all kinds of pressure from the 11 of Zach Forrester off of turn number 4. Forrester down on the bottom side is going to lead lap number 1.
Forrester's got the lead with Caden Cochran on the high side. Hollywood, J.D. Brown right there in the 3rd spot looking to pounce. But, man, Zach Forrester able to get that car to rotate on the bottom, and he was able to motor past Caden Cochran in the 23K.
Zach Forrester down there on that freshly farmed bottom groove. All kinds of traction down there on the bottom side as their top 3, top 4 on the bottom side. Good battle. The best battle on the track is for that 5th position between the 114 and the 50. That is the 114 and the 52. Both those cars coming from Arizona, battling behind 4 cars from Bakersfield, California. Out front, it is all Zach Forrester getting all kinds of pressure from that 23K of Caden Cochran as they come off of turn number 4.
Caden Cochran right on the back bumper of that Joker chassis. Number 11 is Zach Forrester. J.D. Brown right there with him, about 2.5 car lengths back. But after that, it's anybody's guess who wants 4th through 7th.
They're all down there catfishing on the bottom right now, taking advantage of that freshly prepped track as Zach Forrester getting all kinds of pressure from the 23K of Caden Cochran. Hollywood J.D. Brown running 3rd. Running 4th is that 52 of Brandon Priest from Mesa, Arizona. And rounding out that top 5 is Roy Maynard Jr. in that black and white number 78.
Zach Forrester and Caden Cochran both getting up to Kylie Forrester early, as well as the 97 machine, putting them both lap down early. But they were able to get through well. Hollywood J.D. Brown, not so much. Got held up just a little bit. Kind of lost that front pack.
Now we got one around in turns 3 and 4. The caution flag has not come out yet as your leader is right there on top of him. The caution flag flies. And we have our very first caution of our A main event for the Sling and Dirt Mod Lights. Around is the 90. I believe that's the 96.